Sede paz, Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti Om Shanti
Nature holds great secrets within. As we travel the globe, we discover evidence of nature's awe, beauty, and presence. From a humble seed, a mighty sequoia will stand taller than a 35-storied building, exemplifying nature's grandeur and magnificence. Such greatness is born out of a seed which weighs less than a gram. As we journey through life, we learn many things. We are taught how to become engineers, accountants, and doctors. We even study the intricate details of how the heart circulates blood. But not much importance is given to teach us how to tap into our inner resources and handle the emotions of our heart. And there comes a moment in every individual's life when we realize that academic brilliance and accolades are not enough to manage life. And then we ask ourselves the right question. Who am I? What is my purpose on this earth? How can I cope with challenges? How can I change my life and my world? It was to answer these very questions and to complete the puzzle of life that the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual Organization was founded. Like the sequoia tree, whose far-reaching presence stems from a tiny seed, the story of the Brahma Kumaris and its growth begins with a spiritual seed planted into the heart of one man, Dada Lekraj. He soon became known as Brahma Baba, and for him, that seed was experienced as a gift from the divine. A seed that he made a conscious effort to nourish and sustain. This led to the birth of an organization. The story of the Brahma Kumaris. Planting a seed of change.
Brahma Kumaris in United States started service 40 plus years, and it was like a seed. But today it has grown all over United States. There are many centers, and we find that people are benefiting a lot.
The Brahma Kumaris is a worldwide spiritual movement and the largest spiritual organization led by women. It is dedicated to personal transformation and committed to uplifting human consciousness globally. With spiritual teachings, meditation, and community service. The The Brahma Kumaris was established in 1937 in pre-partitioned India. Today, more than 80 years later, it has grown with a presence in 110 countries, over 4,500 centers, and more than 1 million regular students.
The seed for service was planted in United States of America over 40 years ago. Myself and Sister Denise were in Canada, and during that time, the Brahma Kumaris were thinking about something that we called as a world service. So we wanted to bring this message of peace and spiritual knowledge to American people. We drove to San Francisco, California, around the same time as our regional director, Sister Mohini, arrived to New York from the Caribbean islands. 4 decades ago, what began as a humble initiation has now been able to bring peace and joy to thousands of individuals and families across America through our meditation and retreat centers.
Soon after, meditation and retreat centers started to sprout up throughout the United States.
The spiritual organization invites people from all walks of life to come and learn the art of Raj Yoga meditation free of cost. Everyone, regardless of religion, race, social or economic status, is welcome to study the spiritual knowledge and meditation.
Meditation is a very, very simple practice to connect the mind with the true self and to experience inner peace and inner harmony. And that helps to increase the power to discern and to make right choices.
Meditation is at the heart of the Brahma Kumaris' teaching, which enables people to relax, reflect, contemplate, and realize their true inner power. It is an effective tool to overcome everyday stress, anxiety, depression, and fear. At the heart of the Brahma Kumaris' work is the desire to help people rediscover their innate potential. But over the years in the United States and around the world, the activities of the Brahma Kumaris spread even more, with new and strong branches in the form of international projects. The aim of these initiatives has been simple: to bring a shift in human consciousness for a better world.
There is a purpose to the Brahma Kumaris being at the United Nations. And the purpose is to reaffirm faith in the dignity and worth of the human being. So the way we do this is that we bring to the table, we integrate into the programs of the United Nations a spiritual trajectory of awareness, attitude, vision, action as a subtle dynamic to transformation.
Brahma Kumaris International Projects, Million Minutes of Peace, Global Cooperation for a Better World, Parliament of World Religions, Living Values Education, Images and Voices of Hope, Celebrating Human Greatness, Brahma Kumaris and the Youth, Spotlight Values, Om Cafe, 7 Billion Acts of Goodness, Peace in the Park Festivals,
Wherever the Brahma Kumaris centers exist, it plays a significant role in the community. Whether it's for natural disasters such as wildfires, which we had recently, hurricanes, floods, earthquakes, we are there to help. People need coping skills in dealing with these disasters, and we're available to help them with that. Wherever we can, we, the Brahma Kumaris, are there to serve.
Now that the tree has grown, it can provide not only an inspiration for our inner strength, but also a canopy to protect our inner peace and personal fulfillment.
The biggest change and benefit I've noticed from being part of the Brahma Kumaris is being able to step outside my thoughts and become the observer of them.
I like to come to the center because it's fun to play and I feel safe and happy when I'm there.
They provide an open place where anyone from any different background can come to meditate.
Meditation made my life easier.
It's like I have this key, this golden key that opens up a beautiful treasure box.
The true treasure is finding out who you really, really are.
What I love about here, they love me, and I love them.
Maybe it's time for every one of us to plant in our hearts this precious spiritual seed and share it with humanity so that we may all retrieve our lost inner paradise. The Brahma Kumaris centers all over the world are waiting to welcome you and offer you such a seed in which rests the power to transform your life.
They say the wind calls your name as she carries you down, and the trees whisper poems of love when your feet touch the shed tears when they feel you pass by. They know you have returned, and the circle is joined by the birth of a star. Now will you show us the way from the darkness and fear, from the twisted beliefs we cling to? of the star child.
Om Shanti. Good evening, Panama. Today is the day. Now is the time. It's time for Panama to experience a journey within, to actually witness the power that elevates us to higher realms. In just a little while, we will be experiencing that with a legendary personality who will touch our hearts and transform our souls. This evening, we have in our midst a brother soul who has been a meditator, a volunteer, and a member of the Brahma Kumaris for 40 years. He is a part of the team that coordinates activities in Colombia and Latin America for the Brahma Kumaris. Professionally, he is a business consultant, a coach, and author, and has to his credit a published book titled El Camino hacia el Liderazgo. It gives me great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to welcome Brother Marcelo Bulk as the is for this evening. Brother Marcelo Bulk. All yours.
Gracias, Kajal. Buenas noches, buenas tardes, boa tarde, boa noite, good evening, everyone. So the program today will be in English. So those of you who have problems to understand the language, please, there is translation. So please use the translation to Spanish. Hindi translation available here. So you can also check the translation in Hindi. As Kajal was saying, today we are gathered here to welcome someone very, very special. But before that, I have to speak something to you. Besides translation, there are also ushers. You can see these people with the sash or just the symbol here, and they are there to help you in whatever you need. Also, we would like you to really stay until the end. We have a special gift for you, so you're not going with your hands empty. But also, Shivani, she has a way to end the programs, which is not common, okay? And I'm sure you are going to appreciate that. So stay until the end. Of course, your cell phones can go before you if you want. So please leave your cell phones at least in silence or vibration. I know many of you, or all of you, you are very important, busy people. But at least leave the cell phones in vibration. Yes, right now, let's take 1 minute for a small exercise of putting the cell phones to meditate a little bit so they have the chance to get calm. But you know, this program has happened because of love. There's so much love. So many people came from abroad. They have been organized this for many months. And so I would like to acknowledge their gift to humanity. I would kindly require they stand when I mention their names or their organization. Not clap, please. if you just, instead of clapping these people that stand because they helped this to happen, just you can just smile at them and just giving that feeling, that warm feeling. This program happened because of these people I'm going to call, okay? So I would like you to give them very good energy. If they are in this auditorium, please stand up. So Lakshman and Kajal, Bagchandani, just smile, just give this vibration, this energy. Thank you. Ashok and Komal Baksani. Bansi and Leena Mayani. Bansi, kahan hai? Sundar and Vandana Parwani. Thank you. Suresh and Anjali Parwani. Yeah, he's busy. He's still helping you all. Umesh and Sapna Bhakta. Good. La Sociedad Indostana de Panama. If anybody is here. Vinod and Dimple Kalra. Yes, thank you. Bhakta Mahila Mandal of Houston. So, yeah. Also, we have some dignitaries that would like to recognize, acknowledge them. So we have here the ambassador of Marruecos, Mrs. Bochra Boshkali. Thank you for coming. And the Minister of Women, she's here. Thank you so much. Mrs. Niurka del Carmen Palacios. Bienvenida. As I told you, the end will be special and different, and I'm going to repeat that so you remember. Shivani is going to conduct you to leave, because many times lectures are like a 1 hour Netflix program. You watch and you forget, and that's it. And we really would like you to experience, to live that. So at the end, just follow her lead. I would like also to introduce you to our big host. She's an extremely powerful, special, and loving person. Her name is Mohini. And Brahma Kumari Mohini, she divides her time between New York and the headquarters of Brahma Kumaris, where she is right now, so she couldn't come here. So she has sent us a video of her. And you know, she's a person who has been helping us, sustaining us for a long time. And she's the real host of this program and this event. So may I invite your attention to the screen. So you're going to watch a video from her directly to all of us.
Om Shanti. I am so happy to welcome you all here to attend a very beautiful session with Sister Shivani. I represent Brahma Kumaris, which was founded in 1937, and it has all over the world, in 110 countries, more than 10,000 branches. At every branch, at every service place, there are classes for meditation, including understanding of spiritual knowledge, helping to inculcate values and virtues in life, and become a good instrument to serve the humanity all over the world. Teachings are for everyone, without any definitions for either from a religion or race or gender. It's for everyone. And the life changes completely. It is the time we are all thinking together here. It is the time where there is very deep inner seeking of peace and inner power. Whatever is happening in the world around us, stay very calm, stay very peaceful. Observe it, watch it, but also it's very important to gain inner strength to do that. And to get inner strength, we need to have connection with the Source, with the Creator, with the Supreme, one who has all the powers. Through my thoughts, I connect and understand my relationship with my Creator, one who is eternal, one who is bestower. And more I connect with one Supreme, there will be inner power, inner peace, not only inner strength, but lot of stability, security. And I think that is most needed at this time. And this experience of being with Supreme helps us to come out of our habit of worrying and concerns. But we always remember that, no, I have to be with God, with Father, but also have awareness of my own being as eternal, immortal, a being of light, and also being of power. So my mind, my intellect, instead of connecting with circumstances, people, situations, I connect them with the Supreme. And I start taking love, peace, happiness, joy, understanding, all the powers. And that is what is the need of time. And we are fortunate to have Sister Shivani with us. And definitely her words will enlighten all of us. Om Shanti. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Didi. She's on the other side of the world, India, but if you smile from the heart, do you know what? It will reach her. So let's give her a gift of a smile, just a smile. Just happiness that she helped us to have this program tonight. This tour was called It Is Time. And it has been a long tour in so many cities, so many places in the United States, but also Trinidad, Guyana. And you know what? Panama got the golden opportunity. So we are closing the tour today. So we have that honor to close this very successful program. But they were not only programs, they were, in Spanish we have a word, vivencia. So they were some time that we lived together, we coexist together, and we were able to open our hearts, open our minds a lot. And I'm sure you all are going to have that experience this evening. Don't you think so? Yes? Yes? Okay, that's great. But Panama is also the first one. So it was the last one in the tour, but the first country in Latin America that Shivani has come. So it's an honor for Latin America to come. I myself come from Colombia. We have 2 other volunteers from that country. And so it's very beautiful. We have also Marian here, who is a Venezuelan. So we have many people here, and it's beautiful. And it's the first time. And especially, there are 2 people who would like to call because they were the main instruments to really organize the thing here itself. So I would like to call Diego Archila. He's the National Coordinator of Activities of Brahma Kumaris in Panama. So Diego. And Sheetal, BK Sheetal, she's the coordinator of the center in Edison, New Jersey, United States. And she's the one responsible for many of the volunteers you see around. So Diego, Sheetal, if you can come here, please. That'd be very nice of you. So they'll be coming at any moment. Sheetal, yep, come. So the thing is, they brought them physically. But someone was saying, a very wise yogi, and she runs the retreat center we have in the United States. Very beautiful. Peace Village. You are all invited, by the way. And she was saying that even so physically, you had to have these two people here, who are hidden somewhere here, to bring her here and to really make things happening. We need you also to bring her here. Do you believe you brought Shivani here? Because you're all, remember, just a smile, that's good, great. You remember, each one of us, each one of you are looking for something. You are in a quest, you know? And that energy of looking for something has called that person to come here. So, in fact, even so they organize everything physically, and they have been working very hard, still, it's because of all of you, and many who couldn't come for any reason. And so these people, you brought her here. And this is why don't miss this opportunity. It's like you have looking for $1 million, a pot of gold, a good arepa, I don't know what you eat here in Panama, something nice, tasty. And finally, you reach there. Finally, you have it there, and you missed. You're busy with something else. You are out of the country. You are not available. That happens many times. So don't miss it. You are here. So take the words you are going to listen today, not as words, but as bricks that are building your path. And I do hope you stop seek, you stop look for something one day. And one day you say, you know what, I found it. That's it. Maybe it's tonight, maybe not. But I hope at least this evening you are going to receive lots of bricks for that path you are paving. So prepare yourself. You're going to leave here with lots of bricks, you know, to be heavy or light. They are bricks of light that will touch the soul, touch the best of everyone here. Now we come to Sister Shivani. I don't know how to introduce her, really. It's difficult. I met her many, many years ago, and she was organizing an international program I was part of. She was near Delhi. We have a retreat place there near Delhi, and we have a retreat in Spanish even now in March. You are welcome to go there. And she was organizing this big event, huge, and she was so calm. I remember her calmness. I met her like 5:30 a.m. She was coming for her home. She came by bus that time, and she was just there organizing the program. So I met her at that time, and that serenity, that calmness really touched me. And I think that's perfect, because today the topic is, what's the topic? I forgot. Healing the heart. That's great. And for healing the heart, that's one thing you need to do. You have to be calm, very serene. So I would like to call Sister Shivani on the stage. She's a word. I mean, she goes to everywhere, to so many countries, but she comes in silence. And I would like to call also two people who live in Panama, Kajal and Sapna. They are going to welcome her in a very special way. But she's welcoming you. She's exchanging a silent look. We call drishti. So Shivani, you came to help us to heal our heart. So we are going to give the heart of Panama. So it's a mola artwork. As you know, mola is a type of handcraft made by the indigenous people here, the original people here, and it means a link with the origin. And it's a heart. So thank you so much. So this is symbolic of the heart of Latin America to you. And before Sister Shivani starts, would like to invite a very old friend, Dr. Sumit, who is the ambassador of India in Panama. He was in Colombia beforehand, so we know each other for many, many years. And he wants to welcome Shivani on behalf of the Bharatwasi community here, the Indian community here in Panama.
Namaste. Good evening. Buenas tardes. Om Shanti. It is a great honor for me as Ambassador of India and my wife, Mrs. Dimple Sept, along with the members of Indian Embassy and also each and every one of you, the member of Indian diaspora, to welcome Sister Shivani to this wonderful land of Panama. My association with Brahma Kumaris is not new. In fact, one of my oldest friends among Brahma Kumaris is Mr. Marcelo, who I met when I was posted in our embassy in Colombia in 2008, 9, 10. And I used to visit your center there, And wherever I have been posted, whether to Switzerland, to Myanmar, Burma, in India, I have always, at a personal level, maintained close relationship with Brahma Kumaris, and also our embassy has always worked closely. I also want to acknowledge the presence of Minister of Women, who is come here as our special invitees. Some of my ambassador friends, Ambassador of Morocco is also there. One of our work as Embassy of India is to promote Indian traditions through festivals, through music, through dance, through various talks, etc. And though I am the Ambassador of India here, representing the government of India, you are the true ambassador of, the global ambassador of Indian traditions, Indian values, and Indian spiritual thought. So I would request all of you not to clap, but give a smile to welcome Sister Shivani in Panama. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Thank you. I know you want to clap, but as the tradition is, please smile. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you.
So now let's open our hearts completely and just let healing, okay? Just experience this as a vivencia, as a moment to live. So with you, Sister Shivani.
Om Shanti. Let's take a minute of silence. Everyone who's standing can sit down. Everyone can sit. Take 3 deep breaths, relax the body, and sit straight. And bring your attention to the center of the forehead. The point where we apply the tilak. It's here. This is the energy center. Like this is the hall. But there is a small control room somewhere from where this hall is being taken care of. So whether it's the light which is visible, the AC, the audio, everything, nothing is being operated from here. It's being operated from one tiny room somewhere, which is not even visible. And none of us ever go to the control room to see how it is. But that's from where the entire system is being taken care of. Same way, this body which is visible to us and to everyone, everything that we do visible to us and to everyone. But who is the one who is doing it? And from where is it getting done? That is the control room there. So gently visualize a tiny point of light here, like a little star. Just look at the star in the sky, remember how it looks? And now just visualize that little star here. And as we visualize that little star, which is I, the being, the energy, which is the master of this body, just visualize yourself, and we will create a few thoughts, and which each one of us will repeat in our thoughts, but we will repeat, not just listen, repeat. So see yourself, the point of light, and create a thought. I am the master of this body. I am the creator of every thought and feeling. Feel this energy. Where is every thought and feeling created? I am the creator of every thought and feeling. I am the creator of my life. I am the creator of my destiny. I am a powerful being. Remind this to yourself and emerge that power. I am a powerful being. I am a powerful being. In every situation, in every scene of life, I am a powerful being. Situations may be my way, may not be my way. I am a powerful being. I am the master of my mind. Nothing can shake me. Nothing can disturb me. I am the master of my mind. People may be my way, may not be my way. Nothing can shake me. I am the master of my mind. Feel this power. And just check the day that has passed, the week that has passed. Was there any situation? Was there any person, any behavior in which my mind got influenced? And bring that scene on the screen of your mind. What is it? What is it that affected me? We need to see that scene clearly. What about that situation affected me? Was it someone's behavior? Was it a word they spoke? What about that situation affected me? And if I just rewind and visualize that scene again to come tomorrow, Monday morning, same situation. Nothing changed. Neither the situation, nor the people, nor their mistakes, nothing changed. Focus on myself. Can I, the powerful being, remain calm and stable in that same situation? The situation remains the same. I, the powerful being, can I respond to that same situation a different way? Everyone needs to check that. For those of you who have been able to see any situation of the past week, please raise your hands. Okay, we will take another minute. We have to do this inner work. We are not just going to listen, we are going to do something. We are not just going to go back today the same way as we came, we are going to do something. Because if we don't do anything new, then we're just going to get what we've always got. In a world which is just living day after day, the same way, not creating any newness inside. We're all about newness outside, right? Yes? Every day we are saying, what new thing to do today? Because we get bored with the same thing, same way, same pattern, same, eating the same food, wearing the same clothes, doing the same work, going to the same place. We get bored. So we said, if getting bored, I have to do something new. But newness is not always about outside. Because if I just create newness outside, after some time I again want something new outside. Newness is about inside. The way I was yesterday. The way I was yesterday, tomorrow can I be new? Yes or no? Can I be new tomorrow? Which means different, but different in a higher self, not lower self. How many would want to be different tomorrow than yesterday? Okay, choose one thing you would want to do new from tomorrow. One thing new. One thing new about yourself. What one thing new I can do tomorrow in terms of the way I think, the feel, speak, behave, which is going to take me higher. Do you think, generic, as a society, in terms of our vibrations and energies and emotions, do you feel we are going lower? How many feel we are going lower? How many of you want happiness in life? If I would have asked you this question 5 years back, you would have not raised your hand. This is new. This is new. 10 years back, if I would have asked you depression, you would have not raised your hand. It is new. Isn't it new? 30 years back when you were in school, had anybody asked you stress, you would have not raised your hand. It is new. So we have created a lot of new things, but that new is in the opposite direction. If the new is there, but it's in the opposite direction. 40 years back, if we would have talked about cancer, it would have been rare. Today it's common. This is new. 40 years back, we would have talked about divorce. It was rare. Today it's common. This is new. So, lot of new, but not in the right direction. And if we still don't stop, then where are we going to keep going? How many of you left Bharat and came here thinking it'll be happier here? Yeah, that's okay. There's nothing wrong in that. But at least we have to understand that the intention with which something was done, am I getting that result? And if not, then I have to do something new. I was meant to take the car up the slope, but that car seems to be going down the slope. But when I can see it going down the slope, at least I need to stop, check and turn. Otherwise it'll go. So from 30 years back, living in school, not even knowing the word stress. It was only in science, it was not in the mind. To then creating a world where everybody is walking around, I am stressed, you are stressed, we are stressed, stress is normal. Yes? Who created that world? Stress is normal? We. But once you start going down the slope, it's not going to remain where it was. So we started with I am stressed, reached to stress is normal, reached to we are all stressed, reached to stress is good. Without stress, we cannot achieve. But then the slope is only going to continue like that. And now, for the children of today, the word stress is very old-fashioned. They don't use the word stress. They say, I'm depressed. Whether they know the meaning of it, whether they don't know the meaning of it, but it's a new word. So they say, I'm depressed. And if they continue saying this, where will the slope go? Where will it go? Wanting happiness, but saying I'm depressed and still not doing anything about it, very soon, and this will happen much faster, very soon we will meet again and we will say depression is normal. Already it is 1 in every 5. Every 5 to 6 people, 1 is experiencing a symptom of that depression. If now also we don't stop and do something, it will become 1 in 3. But still it is just a piece of news for all of us. And then somewhere in the part of the country or the world, some child experiencing that symptom of depression, not being diagnosed, chose not to live. That is also just a news. And that is also suddenly increasing. And we still don't stop to do anything else. Today, if there is a stain on this tablecloth, we will stop to clean it immediately. If today's anything in your house is not right, you will stop to correct it immediately. If your car is scratched, you will stop to get it corrected. But so much is happening here, we're not doing anything. We're just living life like that. Why? What more is needed to shake us up? Is this not enough already what has happened? And then creating a world believing that, oh, we are super successful in the last 30 years. Do you really think we've been successful in the last 30 years? Have we been successful in the last 30 years? Don't look at me, you have to answer. Have we been successful in the last 30 years? Yes or no? Have we been successful in the last 30 years? Yes or no? Visualize a house. Someone works very hard. Works very hard, achieves, shifts from a little one-room house to a 5-room house to a 10-room bungalow. Everything in that house is perfect, but people are not well. Relationships are breaking. Addiction has become normal. But the house has become bigger. We call that success. Will we call that success? No. So success is not only about what's happening outside. That is an achievement. It's an achievement. But success is when we all having to raise our hands saying, I want happiness. Is this success? Go back and ask your parents or grandparents, do you want happiness? They say, what is there to want in happiness? We are happy. Even today, their bodies are healthier than us. Yes or no? Yes. Their relationships are stronger than us. They lived in a family of 10, 15, 20. That is success. Being able to adjust, to adapt. We're done with photos. But this is another new fashion of today. What is happening is we're living in such an auto mode. Someone starts doing something, other people are just copying it. Very soon everyone is doing it, not thinking why we are doing it. We are not happy inside, but we want to click a picture of how we are looking. We want to post it tomorrow and we want other people to like it. And then by any chance they don't like it. Then we are not happy because they did not like my picture. And they also know that we will not be happy if they don't like our picture. So they also get up early in the morning with half eyes closed, keep on pressing like, chal bhai, like. Karo kaam subah subah ek. So this is what is happening, that innate thing, that vibration, that energy, nothing mechanical, just keep doing. Have you ever thought, what is the purpose of all these photographs that we keep clicking? Any purpose? Again, sit back after 1 year and say, oh, I was happier 1 year back, looking at the picture. Or looking at other people's picture and saying they are happier than me. Doesn't matter if the other person has just projected a picture. So many people are just feeling unhappy because they're looking at social media every day. So why are you happy? Look at everybody. Everybody is happy. Look at my life. But what makes you think everybody on that social media is happy? Because they're looking happy in the photos. So nobody sulks while clicking a picture, right? But we say, look at that couple. They're so happy. I have seen photos of couples who 2 hours back were coming to talk about separation. And you're going to look at their photo and think there's nobody more happier than them. So we just need to go back to being normal, natural. Being natural. not living in an artificial world which is everything about outside, because life was not about outside, life was what was happening inside. But we stopped looking there. So we were trying to create something outside which will stimulate us and which will make us happy. So when you raised your hand, tomorrow we will create something new. So what is that one new thing that you want to create? Anybody can say. What new one thing? Meditate. Why? So I need something from that, right? So what? So what do I want from that? It's like I will walk from tomorrow. Why? Be more calm. So that is what we want, right? So being more calm. Anything new tomorrow? Speak with love. Okay. Peaceful. Anything else this side? Okay. Why only with nephew? Just let's keep it being patient. That's easier, right? Why only with one person? Let's just make patience our my nature, my personality, my vibration. Then it will be with everyone, including with yourself. So being patient, being peaceful, being calm. Anything else new tomorrow? Be kind. Very good. Anything else? Connect to the source. Smile more. Smile more here. Everyone's learned how to smile here. Not smile here. Smile here should come automatically. We should not have to smile. But I should be smiling inside. And when I'm smiling inside, then what's coming on its face, it's fine, normal. But there is a whole industry who has to smile today, even if they're hurt inside. And they're able to do it because there's a part of their job. And you can go shout at them, scream at them, and they will still smile, because if they don't, they will lose that job. Yes? So never think smile outside, smile inside. Anything else? Hanji? More empathetic. Anything else? Hanji? Just live by His will and you will always be happy. Let's select one thing out of His will, otherwise again we'll be lost. Whatever happens is for the best of us. Very good. Anything right happens tomorrow, anything does not happen right tomorrow, we are happy. Possible? Anything right happens tomorrow, something not right happens tomorrow, we are happy. Possible? इतनी जल्दी difficult बोल दिया. अभी you only shared right now. Everything is happening is right. Everything that is happening is beneficial. Then why should we call it difficult? Once it's beneficial, how can it be difficult? Now let's think. Let's think on this one line. Because if I live this line, that whatever may happen, I am fine, then peace will come, calm will come, kindness will come, empathy will come, patience will come, everything will come. Provided I learn that my mind is not dependent on the situation. Is it possible to be calm in situations which are not perfect? Is it possible to be calm in situations completely imperfect? Anyone experienced an imperfect situation today, yesterday, last week? Anyone's imperfect situation is sitting on the next chair? Yeah, people's behavior is one of the most imperfect situations for us. It's still easy to handle situations, but to be with people, and that too, the more people are not taking care of their minds. So vibrationally, we are going lower, their reactions have increased. And so being able to manage with them, adjust with them, requires power. So now think, close your eyes, bring your imperfect situation on your mind. It doesn't need to be a crisis, it can be just day-to-day things. Day-to-day things. Certain imperfect situations happen daily, which means something happens which is not my way. Yesterday or day before yesterday, there was no water, right? We still don't have today, even where we are living. Situation not our way. Not our way. So every day there are going to be things which are not our way. Now, can my mind be the right way when the situation is not my way? Situations are not right and wrong, they're just not my way. So for someone, getting water once in a week is normal. But for someone who's used to getting water 24 hours and then suddenly don't get water, that's not normal. So it's not right and wrong, it is just not my way. So first of all, we don't label it, this is right, this is wrong. It's just not my way. Similarly, people are not right or wrong. They are not just my way. Is it possible that my mind can be when something is not my way? What? Is it possible to be calm, peaceful, kind when something is not my way? Hanji? Where's the difficult coming from? Acha, difficult but possible. Okay, chalo, possible tak to aa gaye hum. Very good. Let's see. Put both your hands here. Put your situation on the left hand side. Put it on the left hand side. Put your mind on the right hand side. Every day there are series of situations. You get up in the morning, the weather may not be your way. You check on the GPS what time I'm going to reach where I have to go. You plan accordingly. You do everything. You really leave before time looking at it. Once you're in the car, the distance changes. Or distance, the time that is going to take to reach that place changes. Situation not my way. You thought at 7 o'clock in the morning the road is clean and clear, but for some reason there's all traffic there. Situation not my way. The outside world can never be my way always. The outside world can never be my way always. It will be my way sometimes, it will not be my way sometimes. So just place any situation on the left hand side, and then my mind is on the right hand side. And now just check. Is it the situation which disturbs the mind? Is it the situation which disturbs the mind? No, let's say the mind is fine. You wake up tomorrow morning, perfect mind. But then suddenly comes a situation which is not my way. Mind is disturbed. That is also fine. But to check, is it the situation which disturbs my mind? Very detached. Think. Is it the situation? Okay, put that situation here and you will be able to see it. Here is the situation, here is the mind. I get disturbed. No problem, I get disturbed. But I need to only know what is the cause of my disturbance, so that only then I'll be able to do something about it. Is it the situation which disturbs my mind? It is not my way, that is why I am disturbed. But I say the traffic is so irritating. My spouse is irritating. When I use this vocabulary, I am saying the irritation inside me is created by the situation. These people are so irritating. I'm upset about this person. This person upset me. Now look at all those people at the back. 3 times I've told them, don't move around. You can only tell that many times. After that, they will still continue being their way. After that, who should I tell that now you be fine? You can try to change the situation once, try to change the situation twice, try to change the situation thrice. After that, let it be how it is. But to remember, we can keep giving an instruction, we can keep giving a direction, we can keep giving a guidance, we can keep giving an order, but people will be their way. And they are not wrong. It's very easy for me to sit here and say, Chalo, everyone sit down, why are you walking around? But they are walking around for a reason. They are doing something over there. I may not agree with it. Now the brother who's clicking the photos, I'm telling him don't do it, but he's still doing it. Why? Because he has been paid for it. That is his work. Tomorrow if he goes and submits only 5 pictures, who'll give him the money for being here for 2 hours? So he can look at me and smile, but after that he will be his way. And I will go and say, this person is wrong. This person is not wrong. It's just that their right and my right is not matching. No one is wrong. Even when someone is doing something which is universally wrong also, but the one who is doing it does not believe it is wrong. You will never do anything, this is wrong, come let me do it. Nobody does like that. Even if tomorrow someone asks you something and you tell a lie, the whole world knows telling a lie is wrong, but when I am telling a lie, I have a good logical reason for it. So I will not say, okay, this is wrong, come let me do it. I will say, no, you know what, I can't tell her the truth. If I tell her the truth, she will feel hurt. Let it be now, why to cause? So I give myself good logic and convert my wrong into a right and say, this is right and so I am doing it. So no one ever does anything wrong, but we just look at them and say, they are wrong. And no problem, they are wrong. But why am I creating wrong when they are doing something wrong, even if I believe they are wrong? But I said it is they who irritated me. This vocabulary is allowing me to create disturbance here many times in a day. This one did this, this one did this. So many people are doing so many things which are not my way, and I allowed my mind to create disturbance. And then after some time, that disturbance became so normal that being peaceful became rare. It's like water changed, I fell ill. Air changed, I fell ill. I met somebody with a virus, I fell ill. I ate something wrong, I fell ill. Now I kept falling ill so often that being healthy became rare. So what do I change? I change the water, I change the air, I change people, or I just strengthen myself? What do we do? Strengthen myself. So we need to go. So first equation, whatever may be the situation can be as small as a traffic jam. The situation can be as trivial as somebody did not like my post on social media. 2, a situation can be I losing a family member. It's still a situation. This is the spectrum of situations in our life, something trivial to something which is the biggest thing in my life. But everything is a situation. And in every situation, something gets created here. But most important, I need to remember, situation is there. What is getting created here is whose choice? My choice, dependent on the situation? Is my choice dependent on the situation? Is it completely my choice? Or partially mine, partially situation? Who is the creator of the emotion? I, situation, or both? Chalo, let's take an opinion poll. How many of you believe the situation creates the emotion? One, two, and every answer is correct. And don't see anyone else's hand. That is another problem. We're just looking at what everybody else is saying. So one answer is, situation creates my emotion. Chalo, raise your hands. Second answer is, situation and I both create the emotion. And third answer is, situation is what the situation is. I create the emotion. A family member left the costume, which means left the body, what we call death. Do I have a choice of what emotion I can create? Do I have a choice of what emotion I can create? Where is the emotion? Here. Who is creating it? I. So who has the choice of what to create here? This is another story that we are not exercising that choice. Because our vocabulary was, this happened, so obviously I will feel like this. They did this to me, so obviously I will feel like this. I lost so much money, so obviously I will feel like this. My body is unwell, so obviously I will feel like this. My child has done so well today, so obviously I will feel happy. Everything was called obvious. And when we called it obvious, we were saying, I am not choosing anything. It is what is the situation, so obviously that will be the emotion. And that is the reason why stress and anxiety and anger and everything became normal, because the outside world was not my way always. And I got programmed to believing if the outside world is perfect, I am happy. If the outside world is not perfect, I am allowed to create stress. And going that way, the slope went. Do you think in the coming years the outside world plans to become perfect? No. Is it going to get easier? No, doesn't look like. And if we allow that mind to be dependent on that outer world which is not perfect, that means the mind is going to go down. Close your eyes. Bring on the screen of your mind the last time you created anger. Just bring on the screen of your mind the last time you got angry. There was a mistake. Someone did something that was wrong. Situation was very, very valid. Look at what they did. Look at how they behaved. And then look at how I reacted. And at that time, if someone had to pause and ask me, like, kya baat hai, kitna gussa kyun kar rahe ho? Why are you so angry today? Say, you know what they did? Immediately. Now, looking at that same situation, suppose it had to repeat tomorrow morning, can I, just detached observer, see yourself playing that role? Can I respond another way tomorrow to that situation? Same person, same mistakes, same everything outside. Can I respond another way to that situation? Yes? How many feel yes, I can? Everyone will feel yes, I can. And when I choose tomorrow to respond another way, I've created peace, I've created calm, I've created power, and that eventually is I've created happiness. And if I don't do that, even if the people are my way, I'm still not happy. So today's first equation, outside world and this world is different. This is outside, this is inside. This is situations, health of body, wealth, people, people's behavior, weather, government of the country, situation on the planet. This is thoughts, emotions, intentions, feelings, memories inside. This and this, no connection at all. No connection at all. Is it possible that someone says something very, very nice to you and you still doubt their intention? Anyone ever experienced that? They were so nice and I'm like, why are they being so nice? What is their problem? So which means the outside situation is fine, I'm still creating doubt. And is it possible someone being really mean, really doing something wrong, and I can be calm and forgiving and empathetic? If I can be doubtful when someone is nice, why can't I be calm when someone is wrong? Everything is in whose hands? Everything is in whose hand? But the question is, why should I be nice when the other person is wrong? That is the question. Being nice is not a problem. Why should I be nice when the other person is wrong? I'm not being nice for them. I'm being nice for myself. And if I do this inner work and I be nice for the next 1 month, 1 month later, if I ask you, who wants happiness? Your hand will be down. Because you will create it every single day. So happiness just means, visualize this like a battery here. Happiness means this battery is charged. Happiness means this battery is charged. But if throughout the day I'm creating hurt and anger and irritation and pain and this and that and so many waste thoughts, why did they do this? How could they do this? If I create all these waste thoughts, this battery is going, put your finger, this battery is going tip, 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 tip. Waste thoughts, this battery will deplete. Negative thoughts, this battery will deplete. Ordinary thoughts, this battery will remain where it is. Ordinary means I have to go to work, I have to do this, I have to do this. Ordinary, neither waste negative, neither pure elevated. Battery will remain where it is. But if I create pure elevated thinking, this battery will start charging. And that is the only way now to be happy. Tried everything else outside. We've tried everything else outside. So are we ready to charge that battery? Ready to charge that battery? Yes. So from tomorrow, people may be nice to me, not nice to me, their choice. And when they are not nice to me, who is the one who is feeling the pain? Who is the one who is in pain when they are not nice to me? They are in pain. But if I create a nice thought and say, it's okay, they are in pain, that is why they are behaving like that. First, I will not get depleted. Second, I will try and understand why are they in pain? What has happened to them today? That is when I will shift to empathy. Third, I will create some nice thoughts with them for which will give them strength. That will be compassion. And when I create those powerful thoughts for them, I will start strengthening them, healing them. And while I'm healing them, the first person who will get strengthened will be me. And this we not have to do with strangers. First, we have to just do it at home. At home. But what do we say? They hurt me. They upset me. They manipulated me. They ridiculed me. They don't do anything to me. They do it to themselves. They do it to themselves. What I do to myself when they do what they do to themselves is what I go through. Again, put both your hands here. Put someone here shouting at you, screaming, saying wrong words. It could be even a child. If they are throwing those tantrums, if they are screaming, if they're using wrong language, if they're being disrespectful, who is in pain? Who is in pain that time? Who is in pain? We say they are cause of our pain. And when I say they are the cause of my pain, I don't even think that they are in pain, leave alone heal them. Because I said they are the cause of my pain. They are not the cause of my pain. They are in pain. Anyone who's going to scream, shout, use wrong language, they are in pain. Happy people don't behave that way. Happy people are not going to behave that way. So who is in pain? Now check all the people in your life who are in pain. Now check all the people in your life who are in pain. Anyone around you has ego? Anyone around you has ego? Yes, they are in pain. Anyone around you is very controlling in nature, very dominating, manipulative, they are in pain. Anyone jealous of you, they are in lot of pain. Anyone creating fear, panic, they are in pain. Anyone just worrying the whole day, they are in pain. And when they are in pain, how do you expect them to behave? If physically someone is in pain, they'll scream, no, it's hurting, it's hurting. But when they scream, we thought they are giving that pain to me. They are not giving that pain to me. They are just screaming out of their pain. If someone is talking ill about you, they are in pain. They are not able to speak nice words. They are in a bitter mood. They are in pain. But what is a little mistake we did? When we saw someone in pain, what did we do? When we saw someone in pain, what did we do? We created our own pain. And no problem if we create our own pain. But we didn't even believe we created the pain. We said they caused the pain to us. Problem was in that line. They don't have the strength to cause pain to us. They are in pain themselves. So, ready to protect yourself? Ready to protect yourself? One person walks into the house with COVID. Reflect 2 years back. Who has the virus? Who has the virus? They. We don't have it yet. Who has the virus? They. And the minute we come to know they have the virus, what did we have to do immediately? Distancing. First step is distancing to protect yourself. The only difference is when it's a physical virus, it's a physical distancing. Go into another room. When it is an emotional virus, don't go into another room, not needed. We to go into another room. For emotional virus, doors and all is not important. You go to another country, you will still get hurt. Physical virus, you can save yourself from physical distancing. Emotional virus, you cannot save you. Here you are, someone from Bharat, you talk to them. They say one word. They are in Bharat, you are here. You can create pain here. Yes or no? Yes. See, dekho, nice, confidence. Of course, yes. What does it have to do which country we are in? So emotional virus does not need physical distancing. So don't do all this. I'm walking into my room. I'm not going to talk to you. All this is not protection. But emotional virus needs vibrational distancing. Their virus should not affect me, for which where should I need to go? Here. Which means if one person in the house, let's look at the house right now. If one person at home is in a disturbed state of mind, immediately the other person needs to go. The other person needs to go. Put your hand, then you'll know the answer. If one person is a disturbed state of mind, right now we're only looking at family, leave alone everybody else. If one person in a disturbed state of mind, the other person needs to go. Just remembering, they've not come here to give the virus to me. They are only carrying their virus and they are not well. Difference between the two things? They are not well. So change the line. Don't say they've caused the pain to me. They are not well. I am fine. But if I want to remain fine, if I don't, within the next half an hour, I will get it. So one, learn to wear a mask always. That is what meditation and spirituality does. Permanent mask. Permanent. So that I'm protected from other people's vibrations. Raise your vibration daily. So what is meditation going to do? Raise your vibration daily. Whether people are well, not well, you keep living here. Because it's not really very easy when someone is coming with that behavior for me to suddenly raise my vibration. So better I live on a higher vibration daily. Better or not better? Yes. So which means you cannot build your immunity system the day somebody comes into the house with COVID. But you build your immunity system on a daily basis. And so if you're building your immunity system on the daily basis, there could be COVID at home, but you will be fine. Because you worked on yourself on a daily basis. So what is the daily meditation doing? Keeping you here anyways, higher. And then when someone comes with a lower energy, but because you are not at their energy, you are at a higher energy, you're clearly able to see this person is not well. One thing you have to fit here today. Anyone who is not behaving right is emotionally unwell. Let's put both our hands here. I'll say out a few sanskars. You place them on the left or the right hand. Right hand will be emotionally healthy. Left hand will be emotionally pained. Emotional dis-ease. Dis-ease means when I'm not comfortable. Dis-ease, not at ease. Stress, left or right? We have to say it out. Stress, left or right? So anyone around me is stressed is emotionally diseased. Uncomfortable, no, disturbed, uncomfortable. So stress is left. Anger, irritation, happiness, peaceful, comparison. Just say out your answer. First thing, don't check out what other people are saying. Comparison. Opposite of comparison. We also need to know this is the disease, this is health. How many of us have the sanskar of comparison? Nobody. Nobody has a sanskar of comparison. Comparison. No one has a sanskar of comparison in this city. Or I don't even know that I have that sanskar of comparison. We are comparing at every level. Diwali will come next month. We even compare how many diyas they put, how many lights they lit, what have I done, leave alone other deeper comparison. What did they give? What did they wear? We are comparing at every level. Opposite of comparison, self-respect. Don't have to become what everyone is doing. Don't have to become what everyone is doing. You choose what is right. Because in the process of comparison, we are doing things what other people are doing even without pausing to check whether they are right or they are not. Yes or no? Now come Diwali. How many of you all give gifts to each other Diwali? Chalo, raise your hand. Diwali next month. So giving gifts is fine. But now look at what new culture we have created. We create fancy packaging for every gift. Yes? Yes. And what do we have to do when we receive that gift? We have to tear it all out like that. And just go and throw it in the dustbin. And nowadays the packaging is just getting better and better and better and so expensive. And what do we have to do with it? Tear it and go and throw it in the dustbin. Is this a right sanskar? In a world where we are consuming so much from the planet that the environment has started showing signs for it. Has it not started showing signs? But we will take fancy boxes, then fancy wrapping paper, then more strings on that, then a flower on that, and then take all that and throw it in the dustbin. But everyone is doing it. Why? Because one person did it, the other person saw what they did and said, oh, good, something different. Because we always want to do something different. Now let's do something different this year. Just give the gift as it is. No need of packing. No? Want to be different? Let's be different the healthier manner. Save the planet. So much paper goes wasted. So much material. Sometimes the gift is this one, the packing is... Give the gift. Na? Give the gift beautifully. Well, this is the gift for you. But we're like, what will people say? I didn't pack for them. This is also comparison. Think, what is right? What am I doing spending so much money on the packing which is going to go directly into the dustbin? Isn't it better I would have given them 2 gifts rather than giving 1 gift with such expensive packing? Is it going to be used? No. Why am I doing it? Because everyone does it. But why do I have to do that what everyone does? Because what will people say if I don't do what everyone does? This is comparison. And along with comparison comes another sanskar, public validation. People should say that I'm right. And then because of that, what keeps happening? That packaging is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more expensive. Because something new. I don't want to do the same thing which you have done. So how many ready to give their gifts Diwali without packaging this year? Give the gift, na? Give an expensive gift. Give a very expensive, but give what can be used. Don't give what is going to throw in the dustbin. And if somebody still says to you, "Ke kya baat hai? No packaging?" Bolo, no, I'm taking care of the planet. If somebody still says to you, what happened? This Diwali, no new dress. Bolo, I don't need. So why should I buy new? I'm protecting the planet. But I have to buy a new dress because what will people say? You're still wearing the same one. Where is your new Diwali dress? Diwali was about creating new sanskars, not buying new clothes. Because only when I create new sanskars will I become a giver, a diya. That is the diya, the giver. But we only restricted it to new clothes, new utensils, new everything outside. Festivals are not about outside. Festivals are about creating something inside. How many of us have more clothes than the place in the cupboard? See? Every cloth we use, how much water goes into this one cloth? You should realize the value of water in a place where there is no water. But someone somewhere is wasting water just because they got bored of wearing this. And how can I wear the same dress now? So I need to buy new. I'm getting bored, so I need to buy new. This is total dependency of the human mind on the outside world. And not only we are getting affected about it, the planet has started getting affected about it. The planet has enough to take care of our needs, but desires are never ending. Desires are never ending. How will it have so much resources to take care of desires? If I am contented, the planet has enough to take care of us. But if I am bored and I keep consuming from the planet just to satisfy my boredom, it's not going to last for very long. So isn't it time to create a new me? So festival is a good time to start with this experiment. Do that what is right, even if you are the only one who is doing it. That is a new sanskar that needs to get created. And when you do that what is right, because the rest of the people have the sanskar to copy, they will copy you. Innately everybody knows who's right. Innately everybody knows what is right. They're just not doing it because other people are not doing it. Because everybody does not have the strength to stand alone for the right. And this is a time where that sanskar is needed. Stand alone for the right, even if you are the only one. And when you learn how to do that, because it's simpler for you, then your children will get the strength to be able to do that. Because whatever is happening in their life, it is largely due to peer pressure. Yes or no? Yes. So how are they going to be able to come out of that peer pressure? Only one way. We create the vibration of being unaffected by peer pressure. It's an energy that has to radiate into the house. Just by saying it to them that you don't have to do everything that your friends are doing, it won't work. It won't work. But if I do that what is right, then that energy is radiating in my house. Then that energy will be absorbed by the child, and then they will have the strength to stand for the right, even if they are the only one. And that's the only way you can protect them. That's the only way you can protect them. So dependency on public validation comes on the left-hand side. Self-respect comes on the right-hand side. Expectation comes on? Expectations, left or right? Expectations, left or right? And what will come on the right-hand side? We're living in a world, I expect you to do this, I expect you to do that, I expect you to be like that. We may expect them to be like that, but they might not have the strength to be like that. And normally our expectations just come from how we want other people to be. Suppose, for example, I come to your place for dinner today. You are a great cook. You love cooking. So you cook 6 things today. Because that is your sanskar. But if tomorrow you come to my house, it is not necessary I have that same sanskar. I probably don't like cooking at all. And I probably just ask you, I say, I'm sure you had your cup of tea. It's already 6 o'clock. And I don't think there is anything wrong in that, because it is just my sanskar is different. Will you feel a little hurt? Will you in your mind start counting what all you did that day for me? Like, I took holiday, I worked, I cooked so much, and they can't even make 1 cup of tea. Most important, next week I again come to your place. Now, next week, I again come to your place. Now what am I going to get? Now what am I going to get? Only 2 things. This side, what am I going to get next week when I come again? Sharbat, oh. So you had a beautiful sanskar. Someone else did not have that sanskar. But because someone else did not have that sanskar, we are giving up our beautiful sanskar. And that is why the world is becoming what the world is becoming. All that we have to do is hold on to our beautiful sanskars, because they are our beautiful sanskars. I may not have the sanskar of cooking, but I may have some other sanskar. But because I did not have the same sanskar as you, you gave up your strength. So whose loss? Because you expected that I will do, and it's not about cooking. Today you help someone, you go out of the way and do something for them. That is your nature. Is that a good nature? Is that a good sanskar? Yes. Are you doing it so that they help you next time? No. You're doing it because that comes natural to you. That's where it should end. Full stop. It should not be, I helped them so much, I did so much for them. You did it because you liked doing it. Tomorrow when you need something, it is not necessary the other person has the same sanskar. That other person can be your brother, not a neighbor. And yet that person might not have a sanskar. हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता ऐसा? Yes. And then my mind will say, I did so much for them, I did so much for them, I did so much for them. When I say this, I deplete my energy. So my good karma of having done is finished. That is why do your karma as per your capacity, and do it because you like doing it. Do it because that gives you strength. Do it and full stop. But if I'm going to say, I did this, what did they do in return? Everybody else is not going to have the same sanskar as me. You have the sanskar of going out of the way, helping people. Not possible everyone is going to have the same sanskar. Yes or no? So can I be nice to people even if they're not nice to me? Can I help people even if they're not going to help me? Achhe se bol do? Good. Because everyone has different achhe sanskars. If everyone just holds on to their good ones, the battery will go. But everyone had good sanskars, but only had one sanskar with that I expected other people to have the same sanskar. Every soul is on a different journey. Visualize this. Here I am, the soul in this body. So in the last 30, 40, 50 years in this body. Before that, I was in another costume. After that, I will be in another costume. In every costume, different family, different situations, and different sanskars, which means different emotions, patterns created here. And then I, the soul, leave the costume and I carry the pattern with me and come into the next costume. Like let's say, for example, there's war going on the planet. So many souls have left their costume in that. What do you think? What state of mind they're going to come with as a baby? What state of mind are they going to come with? Anywhere where there's a situation, a tragedy, a calamity, a war situation, a natural calamity, people go through trauma, right? And then there's a lot of healing done for that people post that trauma. But healing is done for the people who survived that trauma. But the people who do not survive, and the soul leaves the costume, there is no healing done. And that soul enters the womb of the mother, baby born, parents think perfect new child has come to my house. But that is, child is the body. Child is the body. Soul is. So do you see how much is happening all over the planet? And even if nothing is happening, people are just stressed, disturbed, agitated. They leave the body in that state of mind, enter in the costume, baby born. And we thought perfect child. And then we say this child is hyperactive, this child has these problems, this child is very aggressive, this child is very sensitive. They are not child, they are same soul, new body. So start looking at people with compassion. It's not how can they be like this. You have no idea what they have gone through in this journey of not one life but many lives. And just expecting them to be our way without even understanding their journey. Suppose someone leaves the costume in a flood. What state of mind they're going to live in? What state of mind they're going to live in? Visualize flood, water everywhere. Everything I can see losing everything. I can suddenly see I'm losing my family. And going through that whole experience of that trauma, I, the soul, leave the costume. Now enter the womb of the mother. Baby born. Parents are swimmers at a national level. And they were like, I will make my child a swimmer. Nothing wrong in that. Expectations. But when they see their child growing up 3 years, 4 years, leave alone swimming, the child is not ready to go near water. What will happen to the state of mind of the parent? What will be the state of mind of the parent? How can my child doesn't not comfortable with water? It is my child. It is not my child. It is soul on a journey. It's a soul on a journey. They are just my child in this costume in these many years. Before that. And that child will not just fear water. That child will fear losing people. That child will have fear as a predominant emotion. That child will have insecurity of losing people as a predominant emotion. But nobody will understand him. And leave alone other people understanding him, that child will not understand himself. Why do I feel all this? Now, does that child have to live with that fear for the rest of their life? Does that child have to live with that fear for the rest of their life? Then what can happen? What is the other option? What's the other option? Anji? Can that child change? Can that child change? Who will change him? Who will change him? Who will change him? Keep that child here. Keep yourself here. And we can see that child in pain. But when we see that child in pain, what feelings do we create? What emotions do we create? As a parent, if you see your child in trauma, what emotions do you create? When your child is in trauma, what emotions do you create? Care, support, love, physical, outside. If you see your child going through trauma, how many of us create worry when we see our children in pain? How many of us create fear when we see our children in pain? And now see what will happen. So COVID is of a different type. COVID here, virus doesn't mean only when they're wrong and loud. But if they are going through a trauma, going through a pain, have a particular sanskar, and we as a parent create worry, so they are in pain and we are also in pain, so which means they have a virus. We also consume that virus, and because we consume that virus, both of us in pain, who will heal them? Who will heal them? And that is why we always have to live here. This is called detachment. This is called attachment. Attachment means your state of mind affects my state of mind. And that is why when children are in pain, they don't want to sit around us. They want to be alone. Close the door, leave me alone. We don't want to leave them alone. We want to be there. We want to take care of them. But they don't want to sit next to us. Then they go out of the house. They are fine going and talking to a stranger outside. Why they don't want to sit next to us? Why they don't want to talk to us? Because we are in pain. When you are in pain, will you be comfortable sitting next to somebody in pain? Because what will their pain do to our pain? It will increase our pain. So we as a family, because of our attachment and because living at that lower energy, we actually increase our people's pain. So attachment is left hand or right hand? So what is on the right hand? So you want to get detached? Do you want to get detached? No. Then you want to remain attached. No. So which one then? Which one then? We don't understand the meaning of the word detachment. We thought detachment means very aloof, not interested, not taking care. That is not detachment. That is indifference. Not bothered. That is not detachment. Detachment is like this. My child is in pain. My child needs power. We want to give love, but we are giving pain. Love is a high vibrational energy. Worry is a lower energy. You cannot be here and here at the same time. So when I'm worrying, I'm radiating a lower energy. Though I'm saying, I love you so much, that's why I worry for you. Love and worry cannot go hand in hand. You can say, I love you so much, so I care for you. But you cannot say, I love you so much, so I worry for you. So detachment means my vibration is not dependent on your vibration. The need of the hour is to create a powerful environment at home, to create a powerful vibration at home, to create powerful parents at home so that children can become powerful. They are living in a very different world. They are living in a very different world. They have too many things around them. We have given them everything that money can buy. Now we have to give them that which money cannot buy. Money cannot buy power. The most helpless feeling for a parent is when you cannot give your child the strength when they need it. When your child is going through panic, anxiety, but you can do nothing about it. Because it is that one thing which money cannot buy. It is that one thing which any contacts on your phone list cannot give you. You may know the who's who of the country. Nobody can give that to you. It is that power. Who will give them that power? Who will give them that power? Who will give them that power? Their own parents are living here. So even if not for yourself, start working hard for them. We worked hard for them to make their life comfortable, but we only worked hard on making their life comfortable outside. Now we will have to work hard on making their life comfortable inside. And for that, what do we need to do? Just make ourselves powerful. So that is detachment. Detachment means if you're upset, I am fine. Detachment means if you're going through a total mess, I am fine. Detachment is if you have failed, I am fine. Because I know I have to be fine so that I can pull you out of your pain. And if I go into pain, then you will sink. It's like 4 people on a walk and there is a pit. One person only falls into the pit first. Only one person falls into the pit. But if the other 3 are attached to that one person, we love you so much. And that is what happens to the energy of the house. What happens to the energy of the house when only one person is in pain? If one person was in pain, 3 were fine, that one person will get healed. But when that one person is in pain, the other 3 worry and create pain, and very soon that energy of the house is heavy, that one person in pain doesn't feel like coming home. Because they can't handle more pain right now. But we said, how can I be fine when my child is in pain? The line has to be, I have to be more powerful than even before because there is someone in my house who is in pain. So line went wrong. That is detachment. Even if you do nothing, just you remain here, you are energizing them. You don't have to say anything to them. Sometimes there's no solution. It can't be talked about. There's no point talking about that thing again and again. Oh, we should have done this, you should have done this. There's no solution in all this. But if you just create a powerful vibration at home, your child or any family member, it's not necessarily your child, any family member could be going through something. Even a simple thing like a family member is going through a physical disease. We take care physically. Emotionally, fear. Emotionally, fear. Caregiving is not about physical only. Caregiving is about create that highest vibrational energy so that their mind becomes powerful. When their mind will become powerful, body will heal faster. But we take a lot of care of the body, but in our mind, what is happening to them? What will happen now after this? What will happen? They are already creating those thoughts. We are also creating those thoughts. And very soon the house is vibrating at that energy. And they have to be healed. So we have not paid focus to the fact that it is not here that we can take care of each other. It is from here that we can take care of each other. No one should need to go and talk to a counselor or a therapist. This is a new culture that we have created. Not talking at home, going and talking outside. Because they are right. How can they talk at home? Because there is pain in the house. So to remember, every soul is on a journey. And if they are behaving in a certain manner, if they have a particular sanskar, they have got this due to some situation on the journey that they have created. I cannot create panic looking at that sanskar. I need to understand why they are going through that, and now I have to start healing them. So if the child has a sanskar of fear, how can we heal them? What will we have to think for that so that they get healed? Fear is the COVID here. Okay? So what energy will we have to give them to heal them? If I see someone in fear, I start creating the same thought. Oh, they are so fearful, they are so scared. How will they survive in this world? We create such blessings. How will they live their life like this? No. Give them that what they need. What do they need right now? For that particular sanskar to heal, love is there. That particular wound to heal needs a medicine. Which medicine? There is a wound. I, the soul, have come with that wound, or I, the soul, created that wound in my childhood, or I, the soul, created that wound yesterday. That wound needs medicine. The wound was also a thought and feeling. The medicine is also a thought and feeling. They are not able to create it. I have to help them to create it. I have to create it for them. What should be given to someone who is in fear? First, don't create the same thought what they are going through. For example, this is black. I want to heal this, which means I want to make it white, let's say, for example. But right now it's black in color. Because it is black in color, I will keep saying, this is so black, this is so black, this is so dark, I want it to be white, I want it to be light. If you want it to be light, you will have to start creating the vibration that this is light. But if I keep saying this is dark, then I'm giving it the same vibration what it is. So here there is fear. But if I keep saying, ye kitne darpok hai, what will happen to my child? Then it will only become more of that. So don't repeat the sanskar which is there. Repeat that sanskar which you want to create in them. And many of us have already done that, but we've done it in the outer world. Now we need to do it in the inner world. Let's say your child has some weakness, anything. Many parents have created miracles with their children because they did not allow that weakness of the child to influence their mind. They used that mind to overcome that weakness of the child. A couple of weeks back, we had Sangram Singh Ji, who's a wrestler in India. He represents India at global level now. He was born with a disease where he was on a wheelchair as a child. Wheelchair. In a small village in Haryana, that child wanted to become a wrestler because everybody over there was wanting to become a wrestler. That was success for them. That child could not even walk. That child could not even lift a glass of water. That child could not even speak. All this was hurting. There would only be saliva falling off. That child said, I want to be a wrestler. So they took him to Delhi, thinking that some doctor over there in the bigger city will be able to heal him. The doctor said, you don't even have 6 months to live. This 6 months is maximum we can give you with this disease that you have right now. They showed to other doctors. Everybody said 6 months to 1 year. Everyone accepted it. This is reality. It was a visible disease. It was a reality. Medical experts said this is a disease. It is a reality. Everybody accepted it except for one person. Except for one person. His mother. His mother. She said, I will make him a wrestler. Everyone said, she worked on that child. Physically also, but more than physically, do not create the thought of what you are seeing right now. Create a thought of what you want to see. And when you create a thought of what you want to see, your vibration will start changing what you are seeing right now. She created that thought with that 8-year-old child. And today that child is representing the country in wrestling all over the world. Now, is only one mother able to create this miracle? Was she different from all of us? No. And we have many miracles like this, right, in the world? So what is a miracle? A miracle is when the human mind does not accept the current reality, and the human mind does not accept what the world has to say about it, when the human mind does not accept the medical prediction about it, when the human mind does not accept the astrological prediction about it, when the human mind does not accept what the world is saying about it, and that human mind just says, I will do this. Only one thought, and you create a miracle. And if you rewind your life and see, each one has created miracles. Each one has created miracles. But we create 1 or 2 miracles. We can create miracles in everything that we want to do. All that we have to do is, don't create a thought of what you are seeing. Create a thought of what you want to see. So when you see any member of your family, they have a particular sanskar, don't keep thinking and speaking that same sanskar. They are like this, what to do, they are like this, what will happen, the more we will say it, the more that sanskar will get reinforced. Say that what you want them to be. So if we are stressed, and we will keep saying, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, 2 months later, we will be more stressed than what we are today. And so in meditation, we change our thinking. We are stressed, but we say, I am a peaceful soul. It's not the truth. It is not the truth. I'm not peaceful right now. I'm stressed. But I will take that thought, I am a peaceful soul, and will start working on it. I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. And very soon, I will make that thought my reality. And that is the first step to healing myself. So I have the power to change my thinking and heal myself. And then I have the power to use that same thinking for another person and start healing them. But for that, what do I have to do? I don't have to think what I'm seeing. I have to think what I want to see. That is detachment. That is detachment. Ready to heal them? Are you ready to heal them? So before healing, we have to understand them. Don't look at them as my child, my spouse, it's not, nobody is mine. They are my relationships, but they are a soul on a journey. They have come with a different bundle of sanskars and different karmic accounts. As a parent, how much ever you might want that your child's life should be always perfect, it should be always perfect. But they are not your child. They are a soul on a journey. And on this journey, we don't know what all karmas every soul has created and come. And because every karma has a consequence, suddenly a consequence comes and stands in my life. And at that time, if there is some consequence of a past karma which comes into the life of a family member, how should everybody else be? It can come in any manner, right? It can come as a physical disease, it can come as a business up and down, it can come as a relationship up and down, anything can come. These are all our past karmic accounts. But if one family member is going through a past karmic account, the other people have the power. What is coming into my life is my past karmic account. It comes like this, suddenly. Today morning everything is fine, evening some big crisis. We're living in that uncertainty period. But when that karmic account comes, it is the karmic account of one soul. The other people in the family have the power. If they are going to create worry and fear, then that worry and fear radiates to that soul, and that soul was needed to create a right karma now to face the consequence of that past karmic account. But this soul goes into pain. And when we go into pain, our present karma will also go. So we cannot create perfect destinies for family. They have already written their destiny and come. We all have written our destinies and come. And that destiny will suddenly come in front of me as a situation. But that destiny is the consequence of my past karma. My past karma does not decide my quality of life. How I will respond now to that present karma. So let's say a disease has come as a past karmic account. It has come, fine. But if now everyone is powerful, strong, creating that positive energy at home, healing energy, not just healing, treating the body, but healing energy at home, we will cross that karmic account. But if everyone goes through pain because one karmic account has come, then that karmic account gets more complicated. Our karmic accounts also start getting created. So to remember, each one in the family. Now go just close your eyes, look at your family. 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people in that house. Each one is a soul on a journey. And each one has come with different sanskar, and each one has come with different karmic accounts. Each one. Our present environment may be the same, but our past is completely different. Completely. And any karmic account might just pop up tomorrow. Why did this happen? How could this happen? How? These thoughts will only lower the energy of the soul. But what is daily spirituality and meditation power does? Here comes a situation and we immediately say, okay, past karmic account, done. What has to be done now? Not allow that karmic account to overpower your mind, but use your mind to overpower that karmic account. But that will happen if I don't allow my daily situations to overpower my mind and I use my mind to overpower the situation. Then comes a crisis. But for the mind, that is also just a situation. It is a situation. There is a elderly lady, she comes to our center must be about 70, 75, I think. She was going through cancer. So going through her healing, her daughter got cancer. The daughter is going through healing. Then the daughter had a liver failure. Then the daughter had a liver transplant. But the liver transplant didn't work out. So the doctor said, so this also can be a karmic account. And the doctor said, no, now we won't be able to do anything. So what that lady did, she called her family and she said, you know what, my daughter is in pain, emotionally also. She is there in this body is not going to heal. So she called her husband, her son, son-in-law, grandson, all 4 male members, and she one old fragile lady. And that girl was not conscious. So she said, you know what, we have to let her go. Because she studied that daily. She said, we have to let her go. They reacted. They said, you go there, this is all this rubbish you learn over there and come. Who talks like this? We have to let her go. Everybody was angry with her. She said, okay, let me just sit alone with her and talk to her. And she just sat with her, talking to her, always to remember, soul who is not conscious can listen everything, can catch everything. And most important, she explained to her, you don't worry about your children, we are all there to take care of them. And then she meditated for her and she said, do not stay here for us. This body is not going to heal. You move forward. 15-20 minutes. So left, right in front of her. She was still holding her hand and she was just doing what she had to say, and she kept saying, and she gave that soul the power to be able to detach. Why? Because she had that power to detach. We will only be able to give to the other person what we have. And she just did it, 15-20 minutes, so left. After 15-20 days, the entire family came to the center. It's 4 men and that one old lady like that. And they are coming to the center and saying, it is only because of her that we are in control in this situation. One person in the family is all that is needed to change the energy of the house and to give the power to the members to face their karmic account. But if everyone panics, if everyone creates fear, then there is no one to hold hand and pull everybody else out of pain. It doesn't mean that the mother doesn't love her child. It just means the mother loves her child more than herself. She's not saying, be here for me. She's saying, no, do what is right for you. Go, fly. This is love. Attachment is, no, be here. As long as I can see you, be here. This is attachment. Love is, you don't worry about us. You do what is right for you. So love is this direction. Attachment is this direction. So karmic account has no size. Anything can come anytime. And right now the era that we're living through, it's an era of uncertainty. So anything can come up. Like we always worked hard and earn money and we save, we say anything can come up, we should have savings, right? We should have money. Now the situations which come, money can't handle those situations. COVID was one of those situations. Everybody had money. But money cannot solve all the situations of life. But now everyone needs to earn power so that when a situation comes, there should be power to face that situation. But if we keep reacting to these trivial scenes of the day, then leave alone creating power, we are actually depleting power. And that is why just a situation also becomes a problem for us. And when you raise your vibration, even a crisis will be just a situation for you. Because whether it's a situation or a crisis is not decided by what's happening outside. It's getting decided by how you perceive what it is. How heavy is this table? How heavy is this table? How heavy? How heavy is this table? So we can ask 4 people to come and lift this table. Everyone will have a different experience. Someone will say it's very heavy. Someone will say it's heavy. Someone will say it's fine. Someone will say, what is there in this? I can lift it with one hand. Table is what the table is. Table is what the table is. How heavy or light depends on my power. Situation is what the situation is. Someone will call it a situation, the other one goes and calls it a crisis. It does not depend on the situation, it depends on how powerful is my mind. But because we are not taking care of our mind, everything is becoming big for us outside. And when we start strengthening our mind on a daily basis, everything that is big also starts being in control. And all that we need to do is what? Just take care of strengthening the mind on a daily basis. But what have we been saying for the last 2-3 decades? I don't have time for all this. People say, हमें मरने की फुर्सत नहीं है, आप बोलते हो सुबह सुबह ऐसे बैठ जाओ. This is what we thought. We thought, yeah, what a waste of time sitting like this. So much to do. If I do so much, I will achieve so much. How can I just sit like this for 15 minutes? So because we did not prioritize it, but we still are in good time. You let another 2-3 years pass like this, it is going to slip out of our hands. It is going to slip out of our hands. Already we meet a lot of people, they just are not able to handle the problems of their life. It is already slipping out. Then they want to meditate when they are in pain. You can't do it when you are in pain. You can't exercise and walk when the body is diseased. Can you do that? No. But we exercise and walk daily so that, one, we don't get a disease. If we get, immunity system good, we'll heal ourselves quickly. We say, nahi, sab sab theek thak hai, why should I meditate? Second, why do I need to meditate at this age? I will meditate later. What does age of the body have to do with meditation? Is the problem coming in response to what age is of the costume? No, that era is also over. That era is also over. Problem can come to anyone right now. So what do I have to do for that? What do I need to do for that? Do you want to become the powerhouse for your family or no? Yes? No? You write the date today and keep. Next year on this date, you see in 1 year where the planet would have shifted. Vibrationally. Outer, it will go on only getting better. Because that's where everyone's attention is, no? Wherever we put our attention and effort, we create miracle. We put our attention and effort in the outer world, we created miracle. We ignored our inner world, we created chaos. Now we create miracles outside, they're very important. But along with that, create miracles inside also. Take care of the outside world, but also take a little care of the inside world. 24 hours we have. Out of 24 hours, keep 23 hours for the outside world, keep 1 hour for the inside world. Is that possible? Is that possible? Yes or not yet? Sure? Pakka pakka? Pakka nahi. Karna nahi karna. It's the only way right now. The outer world miracles are actually affecting the inner world now. This phone we created made outer life comfortable, extremely comfortable. But what has it done to the mind of people? What is it doing to the mind of children? So the gadget is useful, but if I don't use it in the right manner, the same gadget is becoming the cause of major problems in life today. All this anxiety, depression, all this is happening only because of this. Just consuming content. Let's do one more promise today to ourselves. Become different. Let's not consume any lower vibrational content, which means any content which has what we put on the left-hand side. Anji? If you forward it, you create your karma. Will you give, let's say, here is an apple, it's rotten. Are you going to give it to someone to eat? The content you are forwarding is worse than rotten also. Rotten means it's going to affect the mind of the person who's going to watch it. Healthy content gets circulated less. Why? Who is the consumer and who is circulating? I. So whose karma is that going to be? Mine. Who is going to get affected? The children. Whose karma is this going to be? Mine. So the movie I watch, the OTT platforms content I consume, the social media content I consume, not only I am consuming it, because I am consuming it, the creator is creating more of that. And because they have to create new. So let's say I've created this content today and tomorrow I want to create new. Where am I going? Lower and lower and lower. So check the content of today, check the content of last year, and then after that check the content of next year. It's only going lower and lower because the consumer is consuming that. So creator ka to business hai. So someone's business through which they are making money, our destiny has gone in a different direction altogether. And we thought this was entertainment. Ready? What are you ready to do for that? Be that one. Let's say today, from today, 3 months. Chalo 3 months pe chodo. 1 month, 1st November, Diwali. So 1 month, 10 days, 40 days. Karte hai na 40 days ke liye? So this is that 40 days thing. So 40 days, I will not consume any content which has lust, which has violence, which has crime, which is ridiculing people. I will not consume for 40 days. Who is ready to do this for 40 days? Now don't look at other people's hands. 40 days. Ready? Be very careful. Don't say ये थोड़ा तो चलता है. नहीं. थोड़ा भी नहीं चलता है. ये नहीं देखेंगे तो फिर देखेंगे क्या सारा दिन? कुछ मत देखो. Addiction. This is the most harmful addiction that we have created because this addiction is going to even 2-year-old children. You know, addiction has 2 problems. One is what I'm addicted to is affecting me. So let's say alcohol, let's say smoking, whatever. Whatever I'm addicted to, that is affecting me. But most important, the addictive personality, which means a mind which is dependent on something, that dependency is weakening me. So earlier it was substance addiction. It would happen in that era when we were in school and college. It would happen like after the age of 20, 25, 30. By the time it became an addiction, it was 35, 40. What age this addiction is starting? At what age this addiction is starting? 2, 3. So now it's not just the content influencing the mind, it is the child creating an addictive nature at the age of 3 and 4. Take the phone from your child's hand and look at the withdrawal symptom there. The other day I saw at an airport the child in the lap. Child didn't even have not even the age of walking. In the lap of the parent, glued to the phone as if he understands what was happening over there. Glued, matlab it doesn't blink the eyes also. just staring into that screen like that. And then they reached the counter, they wanted to get their boarding pass checked. So the father took the phone from the child. He screamed, screeched, came down, hitting on the floor, everything loud. That finished checking, give back in 1 second, fine. Addiction. What age? Less than 2. So leave alone what content they're consuming, what damage that will do. What is this addiction going to do to the human mind? Where is the question of power after this? And then we are saying their resilience is low, they are reacting, they are hyper. What else will they be? And we give them screens, watch it and eat your food. So actually, who got them onto this addiction? Now you can't pull the phone out of their hand, but you can do something so that you change the energy of the house. That energy will give them some strength. Now they will create new technology in the next couple of years. Let's watch what magic that is going to create. So the coming times are not easy. If you really want to survive well, it will only happen if you strengthen the mind on a daily basis, so that the world doesn't influence your mind, you change the world with your mind. If we just live how we have lived for the last 20-30 years, it's going to be tough. Very tough. And the toughest to see is your child going through something and you're not able to do anything about it. So 40 days? 40 days? Now raise your hand, let him take a photo. Kahan gaye photo wala bhaiya? Where is that photo wala bhaiya gone? Oh, Anuri Ben, you'll take the photo with your camera? हाँ brother, come, very important photo. Come. ऐसी कोई photo लेनी चाहिए ना, ऐसे ही photo लेते mindlessly क्या ले रहे हैं? This photo is very important, okay brother? ठीक है? चलो, now raise your hand. 40 days. 40 days of no low vibrational content. Everyone will receive this photo tomorrow on WhatsApp. Put it as your wallpaper. I raised my hand. 40 days. 40 days is enough to change a sanskar. After 40 days, you will not like that content. That content is designed to be manipulative. But once I, de-addict myself, I will not go to it again. And most important, by doing it for 40 days, you're going to see your mind emotionally change. It's like a detox. Nothing is wrong here. We are very powerful souls. It's just that we have not taken care, and then now we added all this junk to that also. So 40 days of healthy content, 40 days of healthy food. Content is emotional diet. Food has vibrations which affect the mind. Navratri next week. Sattvic food. How many? Sattvic food during Navratri, matlab vegetarian. Hanji? Plant-based, very good. So let's stretch that Navratri up to Diwali for 40 days. Vegetarian at least for 40 days. Brother, one more photo. Vibration of an animal diet. What is the vibration of an animal diet? What is the vibration of a cremation ground? What is the vibration? Very low. So when we come from a cremation, what do we do first? We have a bath, we wash. What are we washing? We are washing off those vibrations of pain, the grief, the death, everything. What is the vibration of a slaughterhouse? What is the vibration of a slaughterhouse? That animal which we are going to eat was in that slaughterhouse at least for a week, 10 days. So it's not the fear which created at that last minute when that animal was killed, the 10-15 days he was or she was in that slaughterhouse there. Pain, helplessness, screaming, screeching, crying, tears. And then finally violence. And then death. Jaisa an, vaisa man. As is the food, so is the state of mind. Just experiment. Don't have to give it up forever. But just experiment. Just do it for 40 days. Just to see what difference is it creating to my stomach, to my gut, and also to my mind. If I consume food of fear, if I consume food of pain, helplessness, how can I be peaceful and powerful? And now even the doctors are saying, not here, they're saying it's not even good for here. So even that era is over. Oh, this is healthy. It's not. But it's not healthy just for the body, but it's not healthy also for the mind. So 40 days, both experiments. And if we do this, we will experience that suddenly we have more power, we have more calm. Anxiety food, whether it's content or food. You want to experience more peace? Do one more thing for 40 days. Eat home cooked food. It's very easy to be peaceful. Very easy to be peaceful and calm. Just eat home cooked food, cooked in a peaceful state of mind. It will change the minds. It will change your children's mind. They don't have to do anything. You just do these little things around them, their minds will change. But if they're going to sit at home and order food from outside, this is a new culture we have created, eating out, making it normal. Sitting at home and ordering food, but what happened to the kitchen? It's so boring, who's going to cook? Every karma got its consequence with that. Just cook for 40 days. And you see how not only your mind, the mind of the child will change. Put high vibrational words in the kitchen. Can we do that in the kitchen for 40 days? High vibration words means prayers, chanting, mantra, whatever you like, you put high energy words in the kitchen. And let those high energy words play and the food is being cooked. Even when the food is not being cooked, let it play because the vegetables are there, the grains are there, everything is there in the kitchen, the water is there. How is food cooked in place of worship? That is how it's cooked. We call it prasad. But why not eat prasad daily? Why not eat high vibrational food daily? Food has to have vibrations of peace, calm, power, kindness, all that we want to become. It should be the vibration of the food. Can we try 40 days home cooked food? Oh, ek bhi haath nahi uth raha. It is not as difficult as it seems to be. Keep eating out only when it is a necessity. You are traveling, you're somewhere else, you're eating out. Necessity. Though if you decide that everyone you see here wearing white, they're living at home, they're doing their business, they're working, they are traveling all over the planet. But it has been years and years we've not eaten out. Me, 27 years, other people you meet, they're 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, not eaten out. We will carry with us. We will carry one small cooker with us. We will stay in a hotel and we'll cook our food because we've understood it. And now we've reached a stage I can eat something and I will know that the person has not cooked it because you can see immediate effect. So if you look at the life of our grandparents, remember they used to take their water bottle, their food everywhere with us and we said, oh, how old-fashioned is this? How orthodox is this? They were not old-fashioned, they were wise. They were wise. They knew the meaning behind it. They knew the impact behind it. They may not have been able to explain the scientific thing behind it, but they knew how it was benefiting. Even if you drink a glass of water in someone's house where there is pain, it is influencing your state of mind. Because that water absorbs all the vibrations. There is trauma going on in someone's house. That is why when there is a death in a family, food is not cooked on that day over there in that house. Why is food not cooked? Because there is pain in that house. And if we cook food in that house where there is pain, that pain will get added to the food and it will create more pain in the minds of the people who are going through that grief. So food is not cooked in that house. So similarly, if someone is going through pain, there is some trauma going somewhere, and you're going to even drink a glass of water there, you consume the vibrations. That is the impact of food and water. Emotional infection comes through food and water. So be very careful who's cooking for you and what is the state of mind while you are cooking. And that's why play high energy words while cooking. This will give strength to you, but also will give strength to children. Take care of the water. Say your little prayer before eating and drinking. Weren't we taught to say our prayers before eating and drinking? What are we doing today? We are sitting with the remote control before eating. So leave alone saying the prayer, we are playing that content while eating. And we're giving them those screens. Come on, you watch and you finish your food. I don't have time to give stories to you. All this was happening because of outer success. So what did our parents do? They spent 30 minutes, 40 minutes just feeding us one meal. We don't have those 30, 40 minutes because we have to earn more money. So we give them the screen. They say, you eat, I'm happy. You had your food. If anyone eats with screens, then addiction is going to manifest at another level because it is a vibration going into the food. So make one rule at home. This should be very easy. No screens while eating. Make it a rule. Let them cry and scream about it. It's better to cry and scream now rather than cry and scream later on in life. 15 minutes is all that it takes to have a meal. If I'm eating, watching something, all those words, all those emotions, what we are putting in the food is opposite of prayer. We were taught to pray with the food. We are putting crime, violence, the world news. Imagine watching the world news while eating. More of that starts happening in the world. Can we create this one rule at home? No screen while eating, possible? No screen while eating. Don't create a thought, they will not listen. If you create a thought, they will not listen, they will not listen. Create a thought. Create a thought. They will, we have to do it. Also, the need of the hour is stop fearing your children so much. First, you were fearing your parents, now we are fearing our children. Parent means, I said this has to happen, so this has to happen. We said, no, our parents were very strict when they did this. They were so strict, so we are still. So first tonight, before going to sleep, give them gratitude for all their strictness. Because that is what built our emotional resilience. Every time we were given a no, every time we were said, you have to do this. How many of us heard a lot of no's while we were growing up? No, you can't do this, you can't do this, you do this. And we said, like, how strict, it's not fair. We cried that day, but we are not crying today. Similarly, let your child cry today. Cry means get angry, get upset, it's okay. Every time there will be a difference in the way of thinking of a parent and a child, but a parent is a parent. If we are going to allow the children to decide what is right and wrong, 10 years later they are going to say, you should have told me this was not right. And they will say, I said, but you didn't listen. You said, I didn't listen. You should have got angry with me. You should have been strict with me. Why did you allow me to do this? So make it a rule. 15 minutes, no screen, no phone, no TV. Sit together. First pray, which means take those 5 seconds, 10 seconds silence, do that little meditation, connect to the divine, change the energy of the room where we are eating. And while we are eating, take care no negative conversation, which means no problem discussion. There should be no lower energy words around the food. No lower energy words, because once the lower energy word goes into the food, it intensifies on the mind, because jaisa an vaisa man hai. Simple? Can we do this simple? Yes? Simple practice? Can we do this? Easy? Go home and be a little strict today. Over 15 minutes you have to listen to what I'm saying. It's need to becoming back that little strict parent. Stop saying we are your friends. We are not. How many of you are friends with your children? Please go home and say, I dropped the idea of being a friend. I'm going to be a parent. I have seen the result of being a friend. A parent who's understanding, who's accepting, to whom you can come and share all your things. We are ready to hear everything that's happening in your life, but we are still a parent. By saying we are your friend, we forgot what the parent has to be. A parent has to say no means no means no. A parent has to say you have to do this means you have to do this. I meet parents today, I said, you came to the mandir, your children didn't come with you. No, we asked them, they said, we don't want to come. So how can we force them? We were not asked, do you want to come? We were not asked, do you want to come? We were told, you have to come. And we were also told, wear this. We were not even given the permission to do that. Wear this, you have to go tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. And we're like, I don't want to go. So they would say, who asked you? Who asked you? Not asking you, telling you. We didn't like it that time, but that is what gave us the ability to bend, to adjust, that life will not always be my way. But when life is not my way, I have to adjust, I have to bend, I cannot break. But if I don't bend for the first 20 years of my life, and then suddenly life throws something to me which is not my way, then it is panic and anxiety, because I'm not used to it. So don't be. This is not doing them any good. This has not done them good. This has only made them emotionally weaker. So very gently, not immediately, very gently go back. Go back to just being how we were parented. We don't need to say you cannot talk. You can come and share everything with me. I'm going to listen. So take the good from this era, take the good from that era, and create a new parenting style. But let's just learn and say, no, we are friends, you can do anything, I'll not say anything. This is not parenting. Fragile parenting is what is causing the pain. Fragile parenting. Everything your way. We don't have to fear our children. We are saying it for their good. They are not understanding it today, but we are understanding it. So that is our role. So, 15 minutes with tonight's dinner. It begins today. Today. And even if they don't listen to you today, first you start doing it. First you start doing it. We only need one person to change the culture of the house. So content, food, screens, and the other thing is, let's start spending time with ourselves every morning. 2 times are very powerful. First thing in the morning and just before going to sleep. Why all this anxiety and all is getting created in children? Because they consume content just before going to sleep. They study the whole day, and then now in bed, this is my time. So keep scrolling and consume all those things before going to sleep. What I consume before going to sleep goes into my subconscious in my sleep. So if I consume violence and crime before going to sleep, anxiety is a normal thing to create after that. Fear is a normal thing to create after that. You consume spiritual content before going to sleep, peace and compassion will become a normal way of being, nothing different. It's just a result of my emotional diet that we are taking. So 10 minutes in the night before going to sleep, 15-20 minutes in the morning. This 30-40 minutes should be for myself, remaining 23.5 hours for the world. But we will be a different me. So ready to do that? How many of you are ready to learn meditation now? We need to learn it. Meditation is not closing your eyes and sitting like this. That is not meditation. Meditation has to be learned. So the coming weekend, the sisters have organized the meditation course at the center. 3 days. 3 days, an hour daily. You must have got a flyer when you walked in. So, but take down these dates. For those who would want to do it in Spanish, English or Gujarati, it is 24th. 3 days starting from 24th. And the time is 6:30 to 8. Spanish, English, Gujarati, 24th, 25th, 26th, time is 6:30 to 8. Then starting on Saturday, that means it will be a weekend then, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 28th, 29th, 30th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. English, and 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Spanish, and 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Hindi. So all the languages are covered. 3 days, an hour every day to learn how to do it. And then after that, we do it daily. Ready to take out this 1 hour? How many ready to take out this 1 hour? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Piche, upar, ready to take out 1 hour? Yes. And in case this date doesn't suit you, then just call on the number which is written on the flyer and request for another. But do it now. Best is to do it now during this festive season. You know, when there is a vibration of purity and power, there is a vibration of sattvikta, high vibrational food, the mind and the body will respond better. It responds better there. So now homework for tomorrow. First, whatever may be the situation outside, who is the creator of the emotion? I. Even if I'm creating an uncomfortable emotion, don't say they are the cause of my pain. I created this. Second, let's start creating the emotions which are from the right hand side. Third, every morning start spending time with yourself. Do a little practice. 1 hour in the morning first, don't pick up the phone. Pick up matlab, don't scroll. Keep it on. If somebody calls up, you pick up, but nobody calls early morning. No one calls early morning. But when we wake up, this is like blotting paper is absolutely clean. And it's a clean blotting paper. We pick up the phone and we scroll messages, then we scroll emails, then we scroll social media handle, then we scroll the world news. 15 minutes blotting paper saturated. Nothing of that was urgent. Nothing of that was urgent, but we put all that on a clean blotting paper, subconscious mind opened after deep sleep. So just assume that you slept an hour more and just check the phone 1 hour later. You will have withdrawal symptoms tomorrow morning. That itself you will come to know that I am addicted. You will decide, but you will feel like picking it up. But this happens only for 3-4 days. And in 3-4 days, you become a master and then use the phone as a master, not as a victim. Keep notifications off always. This ting, ting, ting which keeps ringing, after some time it's not on the phone, it just keeps ringing here. It pulls my attention every time. No message is urgent. If anything is urgent, people don't message, they call. They call. Why have we put that on? Why is it ringing and pulling the attention of my mind towards it every time? The phone was not designed to rule my mind. I was supposed to use the gadget. Simple steps. This digital detox is more important than any other detox right now. So use the phone as a master. 1 hour in the morning, don't use the phone. During the day, choose when you want to use the phone. Use it like a master. That I will check my messages after 1 hour. Even this will increase the power of the mind. This will increase the power of the mind. Then, early morning, meditation, consuming spiritual content for at least 15 minutes. Healthy diet. It's not enough to not have the negative diet, but it's important to have the healthy diet. And then we will start the meditation course from Wednesday. Okay? And now look at your family members not as but as a soul on a journey, and to understand everyone has come with different sanskars, different karma, different karmic account. My role is to understand, accept, and then bless them to heal them. And what is the blessing? What you want them to be? Create a thought, you are a powerful soul. You are a happy soul. Suppose your child is not taking the right decision, create a blessing, your every decision is accurate. Child is not focused, not studying, say you are focused, concentration highest, you're studying more than your capacity. That is a blessing. Blessing is of what you want them to pay. Okay, so what was the date? 24th, and the other one is on the 20th. And tomorrow morning at the temple, 9:30, we will be having the session in Hindi. So those who are comfortable with Hindi, we will meet tomorrow at 9:30 or a little before that. What was the time? 9:30 dot it will start. Before 9:15 we should be there. Come, let's take a minute of silence and bring your energy again to the center of the forehead. And Diwali gift is going without packing. New clothes only if needed, not to show people. Simplicity will save the planet. Consuming for requirement and need will save the planet. The time has come to create the right karma with nature also. Prakriti. See yourself, I the being in the center of the forehead. I'm a soul on a journey. Every costume, different family, different environment, different situations. I created sanskar and karma. Today, as I move forward on this journey, I prioritize my sanskar and karma, my nature, and what I do, my karma. I am a pure divine soul. Purity, simplicity, humility. This is my personality. I am untouched by peer pressure. I stand for the right even if I am the only one. Each one around me, whether at home, whether at work, is a soul on a journey. Different nature, different karma. They are what they are because they have gone through something. From today, I accept them. No critical, judgmental thinking. I accept them as they are. And I heal them. I transform them by creating a blessing for them. Bring your family members on the screen of your mind and see what they need and create a blessing for them. You are a fill in the blank. What do they need? From today, we are not going to create a thought of what they are now. We create a thought of who they want to be. For 40 days, healthy content. 40 days, high vibrational food. Mindful eating practice. One hour in the morning without gadgets. I prioritize strengthening myself. And I make meditation a part of my natural living. I am the powerhouse of my family. I empower everyone. It's my power. We will now walk out in silence, and next 15 minutes we will remain in silence as we drive home. Let everything get absorbed into the subconscious. Create the thoughts which need to be changed and fix the new lifestyle before you reach home. And as we walk out, sisters have prepared prasad, sweet for us, in a very peaceful, meditative state. So we will collect the prasad and our blessing card as we walk out. We will walk out in silence, absolute silence. Everyone will not get up together, only as and when you are told. Within 5 minutes we will vacate this hall, but in silence. First 3 rows in the front, 3 rows in the gallery can start moving out in silence, absolute silence. Introspect, check what you need to change, check what you need to change for your children. Everyone in the gallery can get up. Gallery, everyone can get up. Next 3 rows in the front. Next 3 rows in the front. Everyone can get up. Everyone can get up.